Okay, so it is our monthly organization-wide meeting for the Troutman Tribe Team Live Epically. So if you're catching this live, thank you so much for being on because it's so much more fun. If you're catching this on the playback because of daylight savings time or because of sickness or just needing to get up early tomorrow morning, thanks for catching the playback. I am so excited that you are taking time out of your busy schedule once a month to tune into our organizational call. I promise you we've got a jam-packed agenda tonight, and I'm really excited to share with all of you. So, hey, everybody, pop it on. I think it's going to be a full house. Couple of housekeeping things. I do try to keep these to an hour. Sometimes we go over. If at any point if you have to get off, just look at what time it is. And like if it's right now it's 8:30 Central. If you get off at 9 o'clock Central, you know that you can start the recording or the playback that far in, right? Save yourself re-listening to the same thing, but you can always catch the ending. I'm going to give you a call to action at the end that I think is going to be really powerful. And I am going to give you actual words tonight, 2 scripts that you can use. I will share those with the recording in the team page after the call, okay? Another housekeeping thing, I never want us to cut off the content or the awesomeness of somebody talking because of time. So again, I know that this is once a month and I ask you to stay up late, especially those of you that are East Coast and ready for bed for sure. And those of you on the other end of the spectrum, probably just doing dinner and things. I know it's hard. I just try to pick a time that's good for me and my family. I hope you guys understand so that I can give you the best of the best training in this hour and not feel like I'm hit or miss or coming in and Macaulay's coming in. Although that can be fun too, I guess, depending how you look at it. But there's a couple of housekeeping things. So turn your cameras on if you can so that everybody can see you. We have tons of people sharing tonight, and then I've got 2 really good training topics, and I'm super pumped to be here. Normally, we would have had this call last week, so if you want to grab your planner quick and jot down next month's call, it's the first Sunday of April. So let me just make sure I don't get this right. I have the 4th in my, 5th. It's April 5th. It's usually always the first Sunday of the month at 8:30 Central, but I was gone in Mexico, so thanks for grace, and we're going to do it tonight. So, oops, hold on. Okay, clicked a button on accident. Okay, so let's get started. Tonight, we're going to change it up. Usually, I always have you say, unmute your line, tell us who you are. We're going to do this for about 10 minutes. Tell us who you are and where you're from so that we know where you're tuning in from. And I usually say, tell me good news. How many of you have been on a coaching call with me before and had to share good news? Okay, like all of you, right? If you've been around the block for a little while. If you're brand new, you're lucky. You're lucking out. Tonight's question is different. So get ready. Is everybody ready? I want you to take the next 60 seconds, if you have a piece of paper and a pen, or make a mental note of this. And I want you to write this down so you can easily answer it when you unmute the line. If you had a magic wand and no time, no money, no kiddos' busy schedules, no husband's work schedule, whatever it is, no thing stopped you, what would your March in Epic year look like? So take a minute and think about this quick. If you had a magic wand, clean slate of paper, no restraints, no money, no time is an issue, no kids' sports schedule, school, whatever it is that's going to stop you, what would your March look like? Write that down. Okay, so you're going to say, we're going to take some turns here. 10 minutes, we're going to share who are you, where do you live, or where are you tuning in from, and what is your magic wand creating for you in March? So who wants to go first? Don't all go at one time. Yeah, go. You don't ever have to raise your hand. So somebody just go. Absolutely.
I'll go. So if I'm Shelly and I'm from Wisconsin, and if there was no restraints, nothing, I would have at least 4 cooking classes a week. That's just what I would do. So I would still have some time with my family and that, but that's what I would do.
Awesome. Thank you, Shelly. Yay. Thank you for kicking it off. Okay, who's next? Go boom, 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 so we can get as many in as we can.
I am Sarah McClanathan, senior leader from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. If I had a magic wand, my butt would be in Vegas with everybody else. Tear. As far as cooking classes go and everything, I would do, like Shelly said, probably 4 a week, and I would be just out and about. I'm not people.
Love it.
Hello, everybody. I don't know if you guys can hear me. This is my first time using the mic on Zoom.
Yeah, we can hear you.
But Yeah, so my name is Alicia DeFord, and I live in Riverton, Wyoming. Some of you might not know where that is. But yeah, if I had a magic wand, I would be done with my Fast Start program in my first month. That's my goal right now. I obviously always have higher goals than that, but that's my biggest one right now. So, yeah.
I love it. I'm so glad you're on, and that's an awesome goal. We're so excited to have you. And raise your hand, everybody, because this is usually something I do during recognition anyway. If you came into Epic here and hit your first month of Fast Start, doesn't matter when that was. It can be any point, but if you came in, raise your hand. Isn't it so exciting? Can everybody just feel her excitement right now? What about month 2? Who hit month 2? Maybe you're in month 2 and you're going for it. Okay, and what about month 3? So I don't know if you can see all of them because I think your camera is off, but lots of people. You guys, Fast Start is such an awesome program. So that's totally not a small goal or a minimum goal at all. That's amazing. And we are going to totally help you make that happen. So thank you for sharing. Who else?
Is all what stands between us and the completion of God's will. It's not the 5 days that sounds like.
I'll go. This is Katie from Wisconsin. If there were no issues or whatever, my March, I would have 2 or 3 parties a week, and I will finish my Fast Start, and I would be in Vegas with you guys also. I'm along with Sarah on that one.
Love it. Thanks so much, Katie.
I'll go.
Oh,
You can go. You can go, Claire.
All right. Okay. This is Claire from Novel, Connecticut. So if I have a magic wand, I would do at least 4 classes a week, and in my spare time, I will go to all the local free events.
Okay, now I'll go.
Yes, go ahead. And in between, I won't keep unmuting, but Claire, I love it. Thanks for sharing.
I'm Alicia. I'm from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. And I think that if I had no hindrance whatsoever, I would be focusing as much time as I could as helping other women or people in general get excited and maybe go into business for themselves. I have a big goal of adding some more team members and just helping other people on their journey to finding success, whatever that looks like for them. So that would be my main focus.
Hello, this is Karen. I am from Maryland. And if I had a magic wand, I would have myself promoted to leader by the end of the month.
Okay, that one I have to unmute for, and I have to say, woohoo, I love it. I love it. I love it. Guys, no big goals happen if you don't speak them into the universe. So I thought tonight I would change it up, and I would say, and you can share in the comment box too, and I know there's a couple of leaders that are going to watch the comments for me and comment back and forth if there's questions, and then also they can read them out loud if they want. But Karen, it will never happen if you don't speak it out loud, so I'm so proud of you, and that's why we're changing this up this week, and we are doing, or this month, and we are doing Magic Wand. So a couple more of you. Who are you? Where do you live, or where are you tuning in from? And what would you do with a magic wand if no time was in the way, no money's in the way, and you could make anything happen this month in your business?
This is Courtney, and I am from Leroy, Wisconsin. If I didn't have any restraints, I would have 4 classes a week, 4 classes a week, and also be adding probably 2 people to my team per week.
This is Jamie from Nebraska, and I guess Magic Wand. I'm hearing so many great ideas. I think I would add like 5 to 10 more classes for the month, and then promote to later by the end of the month as well. That would be a really long stretch. However, Magic Wand, right?
Yes. Yes. Magic wand. I have not asked this question in so long. Can you see my face? I'm like giddy. I was tired coming into this call. Daylight savings. I know all the things, right? It's Sunday and we were outside a lot, and it's Wisconsin and we haven't been outside in months, I feel like. But then as soon as I thought about, I knew I was doing this, I planned this a couple days ago. You guys, Jamie, Karen, all of you that are sharing, it doesn't happen if you don't dream it out and speak it out loud. And yes, absolutely, there's going to be some real constraints in life, and building a business alongside all the other things can be a challenge. But somebody asked me years ago, if you had a magic wand, what would you do? And I was like, I would be a director in Wild Tree. And that was such a far stretch at that point, like pregnant, not a single leader on my team yet. Like it felt like so far away, and I did it. It took time, and it definitely took patience, and I worked full time alongside doing that, but I got to director, and it was a huge thing. Probably still one of my favorite days ever in my direct sales business. So please, yes, a couple more of you. Who wants to share? There's a whole bunch of you on tonight, so I want to hear at least a couple more.
Hi, this is Tammy in Omaha, Nebraska. Can you hear me? Am I sharing? Hi. I would just want to build my team. I know if there were a magic wand and I could do anything I wanted to do is build my team and help others to grow their business. And whether that's, 2000 QV and however many classes that looks like to me, but to share it and to be able to do this full time. That's what I would like to do.
Anyone else? I thought I saw someone else unmute, so I was like patiently waiting before I cut them off. I love it, Tammy. You can totally do that. That's why I didn't jump on it first, though, to say, Tammy, that was awesome. Yeah, go. Yes, go.
I'm Amanda Waterman, and I am in Richland Center, Wisconsin. Pardon my crazy hair. I don't care. But if I had a magic wand with Epicure, I would have a full calendar for March. I would currently own every single product in the catalog, so I have access to try it all because I want it all. And I would also promote to leader. I want a team. I want to make this full time and just give it my all. So that's what I would do with the magic wand.
Love it. Love it. Okay, one more. Anybody else? If you didn't write it down, I'm going to say it one more time. We started out tonight's call with, if you had a magic wand and nothing stood in your way, because that's the point of a magic wand, right? Like if you have one, by the way, if you want to borrow it to anybody else on the team, we will totally take turns passing it around. But the point of a magic wand is to take away all the time constraints, all the crazy stuff going on in your life, money, whatever it is, and just you get to dream up March. What would it look like? So if you didn't get to talk aloud yet or share, I'd love if you could just like write that down, because I'm going to come back to that at the end. I see Jennifer's on. Sonia, is Sonia on? Why don't I see her? Hold on. Oh, Sonia, I see you now. You're on the second screen. There's so many of you that I have to flip screens every time, which is exciting. Sonia, I want to go with you first because Jennifer is on, and maybe she can say a little something. Maybe she can't because she's at work. But can I just kick it off to our amazing leader, Sonia? She's going to introduce one of her rockstar teammates tonight that's on fire. And we're going to have a couple of people share to kick off the call here some personal testimonies about their business. So take it away, Sonia.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Sonia. I'm actually a leader in northern Wisconsin, and I have the esteemed privilege to introduce Miss Jennifer Emmy tonight. She is in Michigan. Well, I'll let her say. Where is she? Can she? Are you able to jump on, Jennifer? Is she giving us a thumbs up? I'm scrolling to see her. Hold on.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, I'm so excited. Okay, yeah, so Jennifer is on. She's an amazing mom of 2 sweet little boys, and I'm just really excited of how much her business has grown just over even the past month, but really with her consistency since day one. So with that, we'll let Jennifer go.
Okay, hi everybody. I live in Michigan. I'm about 27 miles north of Detroit or so. I joined Epicure right in July, August there, right when we launched. And I was with the previous opportunity, Wild Tree. And I did okay there. I wasn't doing awesome, but it was enough for me to keep busy with and a little bit of side money. And I was feeding my family for free. I did not reach my Epicure Fast Start goals, which I'm okay with. Things are now progressing, And to be honest, I don't know what or why things are going so well. I guess one of my main things is probably just having a strong upline support. I did not have that when I was with Wild Tree. To have somebody checking in on you all the time, being very open, giving you advice, no matter what it may be. And then, you know, with that, you gain confidence and having, quote, 20 seconds of courage to get out of your own way and message people when you don't feel comfortable doing it, and asking if they're willing to host events or if they liked what they purchased and need to reorder. And then I've only done 2 in-home parties since I launched. Most of my business is coming from Facebook parties, and so you have to be willing to meet your customers where they're at and do what they want and meet them there. And then, like, I give out samples left and right. I always joke with Wild Tree, I was a sample hoarder, and I don't know why. So with Epicure, I am giving them out left and right, but I'm also keeping a log of who I send what to and following up, because if you don't follow up to see if they liked what they tried, it's a missed opportunity. So being very consistent with follow-up and just randomly sending recipes and emails to check in with my customers is the only thing I can attribute to why things are going so well.
I love it. And Jennifer, I'm right. You're going to type up a little bit more because we knew you'd be at work. You guys can see she's at work tonight. We didn't know if she'd get to share live or not, but she's going to type up some more about herself and share it this month. So watch the team page. But I just have to say kudos to you. I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit. I think you're putting yourself out there a lot more in this company. And I do have to say, Sonia is a fantastic leader, and we're so blessed to have her in this organization and so blessed to have her leading your team for sure. But thank you for jumping on while you're at work. We so appreciate you. Everyone, we always give a silent round of applause so everybody doesn't have to unmute, but everybody wave and clap for her. We're so excited for your success. Everybody. And thank you. Thanks, Sonia, for introducing her as well. Next up, I want to have Shelly Winker. She is an awesome newer leader with Epicure here in our organization, and she's going to introduce a rock star in her team that's going to share a little bit about what she's doing to have success as well.
Okay, so just like Sonia, I have the privilege of introducing Amanda Waterman. She signed up January 21st. She has been knocking it out of the park. She loves the company, and I am so honored to welcome her here, and I can't wait to hear what she has to say.
There we go. Am I good to talk now? I'm Amanda Waterman. I shared a little bit ago about my goals, or my magic wand, and really I was floored by my first month with Epicure. First, I want to just shout out to all of the upline, because you guys are all amazing. Like, I can really feel that you want me to succeed, and that encouragement means a lot. I kind of started off a little shaky, and my first party didn't go so well, and I kind of started to doubt myself a little bit. But then I'm a sponge. I keep soaking stuff up. I read anything I can. I kind of stalk the Facebook page a lot. Any verbiage and notes I've copied and pasted and redone. I put a lot of work into my first month of Epicure, and I feel confident moving forward. I've got big goals. I currently stay home with 2 of my children. I have 4 children total. They go to school, and I'd like to continue to stay home with them, but we need the additional income as well. So I want to do this full time. I'm giving it my all. I am messaging people at almost every other day just to say, hey, have you seen all my crazy posts? And just talk to people and I just keep it sincere. And with my hostesses too, I did direct sales for a few different companies a long time ago, and they just didn't work out. The one I really loved, and then they wound up closing, and the other I really loved, and I had an unfortunate happening with that, which caused me to quit. But I've always liked sales, and I do demos on the weekends where I give samples out to people, and I sell products. And I'm like, why am I not doing direct sales? This can be totally for me. So I'm just kind of gung-ho about doing this, and I love it, and I love the product. So it's very easy for me to share that love with other people.
I love it. We are so excited to have you. And I think why I asked Amanda to share is her energy is contagious. You're on fire for what we're doing. You're open. You're so coachable. You're just such a team player. I can't even name all the things that you're doing so well, which is going to all snowball into a different result maybe than what you've seen before, or I hope create that same awesome energy that you felt before for other companies. But we're so excited to have you. I know you're going to build an awesome team here. Again, a wonderful leader, Shelly, and then her upline senior leader, Sarah. You're just in a rock star team. So we're just so happy to have you. And I wanted you to share because I want you to be able to celebrate the huge success you're having. You're going to hit every level of Fast Start, no doubt. And that's just the start, right? That's just teaching you the consistent habits. Yeah, she needs 3 more classes and she'll have that 3rd month of Fast Start done already. And you guys heard she joined January 21st. So if you're on this call, what I love when I have a newbie share, and I hope you feel this way, Amanda, is it paints the picture that it really is possible. It's not somebody like myself that's been doing it 6 years alone in this team that's had success. It's not just Shelly, her upline, that's had success. Anybody can do it if you're coachable. And Amanda, you said something I want to quick revisit. You are a sponge. If you ask for advice, you're soaking it in. You're looking for ways to meet people where they're at still and like do this your way. But I know you're catching all the trainings. You're plugged into the back office. You're just doing all the things. And I just wanted to say congratulations to you and to your upline, Shelly. So thanks for being on tonight. Everybody give her a huge round of applause. It's especially scary to share when you're brand new and never done this before. So yay to you. Thank you so much. Next up, I want to actually bring on leader. Now, she doesn't have much of a voice. So let me just get a nod from her that she's okay. Where is she on the screen? Oh, Mary maybe's going to do it because Mary's raising her hand. So, okay, I'm going to have senior leader, Miss Mary here, introduce, and I'll let you introduce both, Mary. You can talk a little about Sarah and then introduce Jamie as well. That's perfect.
Okay. So Sarah is not feeling well tonight. She has a terrible cough, and she said, would you please introduce Jamie for me because she can't say it without coughing. So Sarah just became a leader and is killing it in leadership. She is doing such a great job, and I'm so, so proud of her. She just skyrocketed out of her shoes. So she's doing so great. So I have the pleasure of introducing Jamie, who is the next rising star on this team. I'll tell you that. She is a rock star. And she just finished her Fast Start, earned her trip to Vegas for free for this conference, and also just paid for her airline ticket. So we are all going to go, coronavirus or not, we're all going to Vegas. She is a team player. She rocks for her Epicure business every month. She hasn't not hit a great month. And she's balancing a very, very demanding job as well. So I think that's a shout out to everybody who works full time. You can do this.
Take it away, Jamie. Thank you, Mary. That was awesome.
Yes, thank you, Mary. Gosh, the 2 gals that went before me hit on so many wonderful things that I was also going to talk about. So I'm just going to briefly mention those. My upline leaders are amazing. And so I think since joining in October, that's been so much of what has helped me keep going. Sarah is an amazing upline leader and our newest leader, and Mary has been phenomenal, and Kayla, and everybody is there to reach out and lift us up, and the cheerleading has been so great. So Mary mentioned that I work full-time, so I do. I'm a therapist by day, and I actually just took on the supervisor role for our behavioral health program. 2 children who are in a lot of sports, and we commute. So when I first added Epicure into my life, I kind of thought I might be crazy for a bit because I wasn't sure where I was going to put it. But you know what, as I got through those first couple of months, I realized that if I kept doing everything one mindfully and really just focused on one thing at a time. If I was at my full-time job, I focused on my full-time job until it was break time. And then at break time, I focused on Epicure. Or at lunchtime, I would make, we would actually use the Epicure products and we'd video it or we would post it. And so focusing on what the task at hand at that time is what has helped me be so successful, I think, as we've continued throughout the couple of months. Really trying to stay positive as well. I can't remember which gal mentioned it, but I have had a couple of bust shows as well, and it's easy to get discouraged after that. Thinking, what did you do wrong? Why weren't people buying? And having the positivity from the group, but then also just reminding myself, this is just one class, and the other classes have been great. So staying positive and reaching out for teachable moments as well. Bringing in everything that our team on Live Epically, and then on the other trainings that we've been watching has just been phenomenal to be able to grow. So, oh my goodness, there's so many things, I think, but those are the highlights. And then I guess I love the product so much, and I love talking about it. I love sharing it with others, and we use it in our family, and I use it at work all day. And so it's really easy for me to share and get excited about Epicure with others. So that is what I've been up to, and how I'm trying to balance everything.
Jamie, can I ask you a quick question? Do you, and everybody's different, so I'm just curious, do you use a time blocking schedule for your day, or do you just make to-do lists, and then when it's Epicure time, you knock it out? You know what you have to do at work, like you have a to-do list for that, or you have a to-do list for your family. How do you kind of organize your day as somebody who works full-time and successfully is running both? You just got a promotion at work. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And you're doing amazing and on the verge of becoming a leader with Epicure, no doubt. So how do you kind of manage your work quick? I think that would be, is everybody agree? Shake your head if that would be helpful. I think yes. I think a lot of people who work full-time would like to just hear, what do you do?
So I guess it's kind of looking at scheduling. For me, it's scheduling big picture. So I have a planner that I have it's got an hourly setup. Do I have it over here? I don't. It's one of those really awesome Erin Condren planners, and it is hourly. So I have everything mapped out hourly. I do try to get on when I can. Yes, it looks like that, with highlighting and circles and color coding. Yes. I try to get on and work. I try to get up early in the work in the morning. I haven't been doing very well lately because we've had some issues at our house with people not sleeping through the night. So I've been exhausted. But over lunch, I usually just stay at work and we make our lunch, and then I spend that time for Epicure. When I'm sitting at my kids' sporting events, I'll make that time for Epicure. I don't have set breaks or set lunches. I really schedule all of that myself. So that was one of the toughest things at first, was figuring out how to make, because I wanted to do Epicure all the time. I was really, I'm so excited about it. I'm always so excited about it. And so it has to be a very conscious decision. Like right now I have to focus on my full-time job because that's my responsibility. And then when I have an hour where I don't have a client, I will set aside a chunk of that for touching base on something as my break.
Cool. Awesome. And do you plan on Sundays what you're going to do during those chunks? Or like I have a to-do list and I know exactly what I'm doing tomorrow morning when I get up. So how do you know what you're going to do?
I'm usually a lister as well. So I'm glad you asked that. I'm usually a lister as well. So I have my full-time work to-do list, and then I have my Epicure to-do list.
Okay.
I was originally trying to do, like, Monday I would do one thing and Tuesday I would do another thing. And I've shifted so that I prioritize based on what I have going for the week. Do I have a show that week? Where am I at with my follow-ups? Where am I at with my reaches? And so I'm just really at the beginning of the week trying to plan based on the next week and what those priorities are.
Awesome. Thank you. Was that helpful, everybody? I feel like it's so good to hear from other people. And some people are more spreadsheet based. Some people are hour by hour in their calendar. If you know me, you know I do a to-do list and then I just keep modifying it throughout the week if I need to. But Jamie, the thing that I'm taking away from what you said is something I forgot about because I'm so far removed now from working outside of the home. It's been 4 years, you guys. I've been doing this full time at home. And so I forget, but you're so right. I used to feel like in the beginning, early days of my business, I had to check my phone every chance I could, right? Like I was going to run off to the bathroom and like go to the bathroom. I might as well check my phone quick. All you do that. Don't even like look at me in disgust right now. But what I learned about my business is that was actually detrimental. It's better to treat my work day like a work day, my business like a business. And I would even say that if you work from home and you have kiddos, play the board games, do the puzzles, make the lunch, listen to music loud and do silly things, and then plug into your business for the 2 hours or whatever you have for nap time. You're going to be better off. You look more professional. You know what you're doing. So Jamie, I love that you shared that, because I think I forget that as a coach to coach that way, because it's been so long. So thank you. And kudos to you. And we're going to do some more time management, I think, training in the coming months, because I'm getting a lot of questions about just that. How do you make a to-do list and how do you get it done? But I love that you shared that you look at your week and you make sure you're coaching, following up, and doing reaches based on what you have coming up, which is so important. So yay. Okay, everybody give her a round of applause. We have one more person that's going to share tonight. She's actually our number one in sales the last few months, month after month, and her volume is amazing. And I know you all want to know what she's doing. I think she's in a closet right now because it looks like she's in a closet. That's totally my style. Look at her. It's the only way she can hide from her family. But I want to introduce amazing leader, Rachel Crofts, who is just so inspiring, busy as can be, like many of you sharing tonight, many of you on this call, and yet she gets it done. And what I want you guys to know is some of you will reach out to me and you'll ask, what is Rachel doing to have those sales? I don't know her, but I see her number. And I'm like, what is she doing? And I want to be like, oh, she's a wizard. She keeps it in her closet and she just waves the wand and the volume just pours in. But really, Rachel is consistent. So I don't want to steal the thunder from her tonight. I want her to be able to tell you what she does. And then you're going to get to hear about her sales in February in just a second. So take it away, Rachel. You are a rock star.
Okay.
You're good. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yep, you're good.
All right, good. Yes. No, this is not magic at all. I'm not magic. I am in my closet. So, and this is where it's quiet and I can do this and I can focus and hopefully get my point across. But so I don't think that anything that I do is special or different than everybody else. That's kind of one point I want to get across is that, but Kayla kind of hit it on the head, is that what I do is consistent. And that's really my biggest tip that I have. I do the daily work, and just because it matters to my family, it matters to my team, it matters to my customers, and I care about what I do, and I'm excited about what I do. I talk about what I do everywhere I go. I talk about it, and treat it like a business, and I'm proud of what I do, and I think people see that, and just I'm confident about what we offer, and I think that makes a huge difference. So so really, I don't think that this business is really hard if you are consistent, because the consistent daily work, I think, adds up every single day, and it makes it easier and fun, and not funner, fun, more fun. And you guys already, a couple of you already talked about having a priority list or a to-do list. That's always something that I do, so that I know when I am working and I'm focused, that I have that I'm the most efficient that I possibly can be, so I don't spend 20 minutes trying to figure out what I'm going to do during my work time. And then I can work on my my income producing activities first, like my reach outs for sponsoring, hostess coaching, reaching out to my team and things like that create that momentum and that income. And then another tip that I have for like staying consistent and servicing my customers is I schedule things in my Facebook group and things as much as I possibly can, so that I'm not worried about that kind of stuff that happens just daily on its own. I provide recipes and a fun community and different ideas for my customers so that they can get excited about the products and use the products as well. So, and that way, like I said, I can focus on other things that are more, that is, I would say, somewhat income producing as well, like servicing your customers within your group, and just being consistent about that. So as far as having successful classes, I try to do mostly live classes. So I will admit I'm not a huge fan of Facebook parties, just because I love to be in front of live people. I feel that I get more bang for my buck in front of live people, and I'm able to book, and I'm able to get the sales, and I'm just able to do that easier when I'm in front of people. So I do Facebook and catalog kind of as a filler kind of thing. And I want to maximize every single time I'm out of my house and away from my family. I've always thought that, even when I guess I didn't really introduce myself. I was with Wild Tree with Kayla. I was not a leader in Wild Tree, but fairly consistent in that business. But yeah, so but anyway, getting back to having successful classes, I think hostess coaching is probably my number one tip, and being consistent in that, and making it as easy as possible for myself and for the hostess. And so I kind of set that tone and that goal like right from the very start. When I book that hostess at the class, I do my work when I'm at work, and basically give her the hostess packet. I date the class like right then and there, so I'm not wasting my time and her time trying to follow up and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just getting it done right there. And let's see, I get, as far as other tips, I try to get kind of the buy-in for like pre-orders for the class, and make it a goal to have like 10 people there or more. Just those are kind of some things that making sure we're inviting enough people. I give her words, to invite people and things like that. So let's see, and then at the class, I focus on food, fun, and future business. And my number one goal there is obviously to have fun, but also to future book a hostess or find my next sponsoring, my next team members as well. So I kind of go in there with a positive mindset that I'm going to help people, and I'm going to book classes, and I'm going to sponsor people as well. So, and then as far as future booking, I don't have a whole lot of, I guess it makes it it makes it less stressful, when I'm booking off of my classes. I don't spend a whole lot of time reaching out for people to host for me, because I'm booking at my classes, and that way I'm just more efficient all the way around. So and I'm urgent, I kind of treat that as a sense of urgency when I'm booking them at the class, where I date it right then and there. I give them their hostess packet, I set up their event right away. Well, they're excited about it, and they can invite people when they're excited. So I don't know, anything else, Kayla, that you think I think you wanted me to touch on like reorders and outside orders and stuff like that.
Yeah, if you could really quick, because a part of your volume, I want to quick just say, you guys, a part of Rachel's volume is her consistent class schedule. And then she does catalog and Facebook type of things as just like I always say, my Facebook parties are my backup plan for the month. They're extra, they're surplus, they're awesome when they go amazing. Cause I'm like, heck yeah, 500 extra QV. I know Rachel runs her business very similar, but then she has a whole bunch more QV that comes in every month because she really works with her customers. So would you share a little bit about that, Rachel?
Sure. So I think because I'm consistent in sharing, on social media, whether it's in my Facebook group, whether it's my stories, whether it's Instagram, I a lot of times people that are on my team or whatever will say I don't even know if anybody's seeing any of it. If they're not commenting or they're not liking or whatever, and I guarantee you people are watching you. I've had people join my team that I never knew they were watching me. I've had people, reach out to me for hosting. I never knew they were, interested based on their activity in my group or response to anything on Facebook. So they are watching you. So it is just share consistently. And that just creates, if you're giving people ideas, within your group on how to use the product, and something sparks an interest with them, you can reach out to them, or they may reach out to you. So, and I always have a list, or mark it on my calendar or something, when I talk to somebody about Epicure. I ask them if they would be interested in joining my group. I, will send them a catalog or a sample. I mark that down so that I can follow up. Like follow up is the key. The fortune is in the follow up. Is you've probably all heard that before, but so, and then they take you seriously. If you're following up with them, then they know that you're serious about your business. And sometimes it takes multiple times to follow up with people. So I always have a list of I have a list for everything, basically. I'm a list person. So I have a list for like people that have said they are interested in hosting, or people that are interested in ordering. They've said they wanted to order something. And then I also have a sponsoring list as well. And I just keep that organized for myself and keep it updated and make sure I'm following up. So I think a lot of times, like if I didn't write it down on a list, I would forget. And then that's a missed opportunity for, a sale or a class or whatever. So.
I love it. Thank you, Rachel. Everybody give her
You're
a
welcome.
huge round of applause. Yes, I can see the comments are saying, love it, Rachel. And my takeaways from what Rachel said, always have a list so you're maximizing and the most efficient when you sit down to work. Scheduling like your Facebook stuff so that that's not like a part of your work time necessarily every day, but your recipe club, you could sit down for 30 minutes on a Friday, schedule out the next couple weeks, and then you're good to go. I also love what she said. She wants to get the most bang for her buck when she leaves the house, and she thinks for her business, I would agree with this, live classes are awesome. When you hostess coach strong, you've got them working on outside orders. I love how she maximizes that 2 to 3 hours that she's gone. And the last thing is how she keeps lists. You guys, you see that marker board back there? That's the only reason I know who's talked to me about the business. And some of you that joined me this month, if you watch this playback, you've been on my list since July. Like, that's amazing that we're staying in conversation. And then I have an orders list and I have a possible booking list. And I just told the leaders this, but I want to quick share it. 2 of the people that set up dates with me now for April and May this week were people I checked back with off of that marker board and then wiped their names off. Those things are so important because Rachel said the magic phrase of the night. Those are missed opportunities if you don't write them down. It's a missed opportunity if you don't have the confidence at your cooking class to try to get them dated versus when they say, oh, I'll get back to you like in a couple of weeks when I'm ready. They're not gonna. And do you know why? It's not because you didn't do an awesome job. It's not because Epicure is not awesome. It's not because our system is broke. It's because they're busy and their kid's going to get sick, or they're going to get busy at work, or something's going to happen in their life. And Epicure becomes the very last thing they're thinking about, and they just won't set that date with you. And so Rachel just nails all of those things. So yes, thank you so much, Rachel, for sharing tonight. You did an awesome job. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I want to make sure I leave enough time for everything. So let's get into recognition, which is everyone's favorite part. So I think a lot of these people are on tonight. So I want to first start with our 5, and P.S., I did not say this. This call, when we do recognition, is always for the month prior, which is why we always host it the first Sunday of the month. And so this is actually for February stats. So let me hold on a second and see. Does somebody not have, let me see. Okay, I think I fixed the noise. So this is going to be February stats, and we're going to talk about our 5 first-time promotions in February 1st, and then we're going to talk about top QV. We're going to talk about the people that earned the all-inclusive trip to Mexico tonight because that earning period is now over, and then we're going to celebrate a couple other things. So first and foremost, Sonia, I thought this would be a fun change. Sonia, can you unmute your line? Will you please share? Okay, will you please share who promoted in your team and what rank they promoted to?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot. Okay, so we had Christine Saba, who promoted to, is it the, I always get them crisscrossed.
Senior consultant.
Senior consultant,
yeah,
which is very exciting. This was her first promotion.
That's a huge deal.
Yay,
We're
Christine.
so proud of you, Christine. Yay.
And then Jennifer Emmy, who spoke earlier, she had her second advance to VIP consultant, and she's well on her way to executive. I'm just tickled for her. So many exciting things happening.
Yay, thank you, Sonia. Yes, Team Sonia on fire, 2 rank advancements, and we have Miss Jennifer close to EC any day now, which is a huge deal. It is, the next step is leader after that, and it's a huge deal. So keep up the awesome work. I know Sarah Jessic doesn't have much of a voice, so I'm going to go ahead and just take this one for her, but we had Monica Fisher. If I'm not saying that right, Monica, let me know. She is a first-time promotion to senior consultant in February as well, starting to grow a team and rocking her fast start and all of the things. She's newer here, and we're so thrilled for you, Monica. You're on fire. And then Rachel, I don't know if you can still unmute or not. I'm going to give it a second and see if she pops back on. Rachel, can you talk about Claudia and her excitement last month? I'm giving her a second because she's trying to unmute, I think. It's those darn closets.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, you're good.
Okay. All right. So yes, Claudia, she is just a rock star and a natural, really. She just loves people, and I think that she is going to be one of our next leaders for sure. She promoted twice last month, and so to, what is that, VIP and then executive, correct?
Yes. Yeah, you got it. We're so
she's
excited.
growing her team, and so that's what she's focusing on right now.
Yes, love it. Thank you, Rachel, and congratulations, Claudia. It's an honor to work with you. I love every time we get to catch up and chat, and I just love working with so many of you with different, unique backgrounds and skills and things that just make you awesome here and awesome at all the things you're doing in your life. So congratulations to the 5 first-time promotions that we had in February, which was really exciting. Raise your hand if you did 4 cooking classes or closed. Again, cooking class can be whatever you want, online party, catalog party, whatever it is, but you closed 4 unique cooking class links in February. Raise your hand if that was you. Raise it high so everybody can see, especially on the recording. Okay, look at all these hands. Yay. Tell me if you had, so keep your hand up or put your hand up if you had a first-time hostess, new people in February that you worked with, that you had never worked with before, some new circles. Okay, keep your hand up if that led you to some new parties in March. Who has some new crowds in March? I know I do. Anybody have some new people? Yay, that's what our business is all about if you're watching this. I want to see one more time who hit Fast Start last month, whether you were in month 1, 2, or 3, who hit some Fast Start? Courtney, I know you're on my team. You hit Fast Start. Karen, I know you are hitting Fast Start. Anybody else that I'm missing that was on here? Monica hit Fast Start, right? Amanda's waving her hand like crazy. She's so excited. She's 3 classes away from level 3. I know that Katie, who shared before, she's on her way to Fast Start. Katie Stunny, we're talking about coaching on that. Tammy, something that stuck out for me, Tammy shared her cool cooking class. Somebody help me what it's called. The door thing, the door sling that we got to earn in the early part of February. So raise your hand if you earned the door sling. We did a post on our team page too, but look at all of you that got the cool door sling. So I'm super excited about that as well. Let's talk about some sales and our tops for February. I went ahead and pulled the top 10, and I'm gonna leave me in there. So it's actually gonna be 11 names I read, but I want you guys to hear when somebody beats the leader because it's really exciting. And I am so pumped that I am being outsold, if you will. And I hope by the end of the year, there's 20 of you outselling me every month and really making me chase it down. So we're gonna do top 10. So let me make sure I have this right here quick on my screen. Okay, I take this very serious and I don't want to read something incorrectly. So in our number 10 spot, again, for February is Miss Kendi out in Montana. She was 2008 QV, so she's a bonuser as well as an amazing senior leader, and we're so thrilled for you, Kendi, and your awesome business. In number 9 spot, Miss Laura Keyholt, 2082 QV, so again, bonuser, amazing numbers friend, rock star leader, and I think she's on tonight too, but Karen is a part of her team who shared earlier, and they're just rocking and rolling. In, let me see here, 10, 9, 8. Yeah, I'm already losing count. 8, Amanda Waterman. Amanda, I hope you're so thrilled. This probably is a huge surprise to you. 2104 QV in like basically your first month because you joined January 21st. So congratulations. That's amazing. In number 7 spot, Miss Samantha Breister, senior leader here in the Fond du Lac area, 2100. 2119 to be exact. Just amazing growth happening in her team. Already sponsored someone new this month who's qualified. So that's super exciting. Next up, we have Miss Sarah Jessic. Again, no voice tonight, Sarah. I hope you're feeling well soon. Amazing leader and out of Nebraska. 2236 is her QV. So all of these are bonusers as well as just amazing rock stars. Next up, oh, I lost count. Hold on. Who's keeping track for me? 6. Okay, 5, 5th spot. Yes, 5th spot. Miss Courtney Renderman from Leroy, Wisconsin, my hometown. 2245. Congratulations, friend. Full-time worker, super focused right now on some food allergies and her own health, and just inspiring. If you don't follow her on Instagram, go follow Courtney Renderman. And then Karen, Miss Karen, wave your hand loud and proud, Karen. Number 4 in our entire organization last month with 2555. Again, huge deal, bonus club, and already sponsoring this month, which is huge. So congratulations to you. Next up, Miss Claudia. Claudia, wave your hands. This is Claudia that Rachel was just sharing about. She did 2846 last month and hit executive consultant for the first time and is really growing a rock star team. Already added a consultant this month as well. So congratulations, Claudia. In that second spot, Miss Mary. Mary, wave your hands like crazy. Senior leader, Mary Pargett with 3486, you guys. So exciting. 3486 personal QV as a senior leader. That is amazing. And then myself, again, I didn't count me, but I want you guys to know that I finished the month at 4222 with being on vacation for a week. So it's possible. And I didn't do crazy amount of cooking classes. I just loved and served my customers like Rachel shared, and did a really good job of follow-up before I left on that vacation and each morning on the beach. And then number 1, this should be no surprise, Miss Rachel Crofts, amazing leader here in the Fond du Lac area at 6831 QV. Can we please get a round of applause for Miss Rachel? Everybody's cheering. That is amazing. So all of these numbers are amazing, you guys. Every single one of these people over 2000 QV. I want to quick just go back down, and I want to tell you just a couple others right underneath the top 10. We did have Miss Jessica Huffman bonus this month at 2007 QV. We had Miss Sarah McClenathan out of the Beaver Dam area at 2002 QV. And then we had Jenny Ann, she is on Facebook, otherwise Wassenberg, from the Green Bay area. She was at 2001 QV. And so those are still really, really exciting. And I didn't want to leave them out of the top 10. So, or just because they didn't make the top 10, those are huge numbers. If you don't know this, I want to quick say it. 2000 QV, not sales, earns you a bonus in this company. Shake your head if you knew that. Every month. Okay. And then obviously if you're at EC level, you're also earning EC or above, you're also earning percentages on your team, and you can earn more on your personal sales. So Karen and Tammy and others, Jamie, Rich, who have big goals, your first goal is to get yourself to EC like Claudia did last month. That's a really big goal. And then we work on being strong at EC as we build up to leader. Can happen fast. Some of these gals on here, Rachel's one of them, went from, I think she was a leader 1 or 2 months in Wild Tree before they announced they were closing, and came over here and killer numbers. So it doesn't, please don't think that the journey to leader or the journey even to executive consultant is like a 9-month period. It can be 1 month. Kate DeFord, I don't know if she's on, but some of you are in her team that are on tonight. She did it in 1 or 2 months. Yeah, Rachel was 1 month a leader and then came over here. And so what I want you to see is like, this can be, use that magic wand and envision it, because it can happen as fast as you want it. So also I want to quickly just talk about how many people we added in February. We added 48 new team members in the month of February, 48 new people. So if you're one of them, welcome to what I think is the best team ever. I'm not biased at all, but congratulations to everybody who also shared the opportunity. And then really quick, we had 5 people earn the Mexico incentive trip, 4 of which are going to be attending. 1 cannot attend due to schedule, but I want to quick give them a shout out. Sarah McClenathan from Beaver Dam area and her husband are on their way to Mexico for free. Rachel Crofts, Samantha Breister, and then Mary earned it as well. She's on. And then Kendi earned it as well in the month of February. So I'm just so proud of all 5 of you. So excited to vacation with those of you that can come. It's going to be a wonderful trip. If you haven't heard this, we're renting a catamaran as a team and taking it out and causing some trouble on one of the days. And hopefully we'll all get back safe and sound. Promise we'll come home. But I'm really excited about that. So give them a round of applause. Earning an incentive trip here is doable. It's achievable. And if you are excited about the next incentive trip, I have to give this a quick plug. We are finding out where it's to on the 1st or 2nd of April at conference. So if you are going to be at conference, get excited. And for all we know, we might be in the earning period right now in March. So start rocking your businesses, because I heard from Dana that some years this is actually already the incentive period, and they'll let us know at conference that everything we did now could possibly be counting for points. So get really excited that in April, we're going to find out where it is. And it could be a big trip. Sometimes they do big ones. Sometimes they do family trips like to Disney. Sometimes they do just all inclusive to like exotic places. We don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. So if you have any guesses, type them in the comment box. I won't take up any time on that. Okay, announcements, we'll go fast, and then I want to give you my 2 training things and give you the call to action tonight. So number 1, unmute your line if you know this. Who can tell us really quick, what is the Hostess exclusive for March, and what is the Hostess exclusive for April? Who can help me?
So the Hostess exclusive for March is the omelet maker, and the Hostess exclusive for April is the tortilla press.
Love it. Thank you, friend. And you can find that information in the back office under business tools, and it's under marketing. You can find the flyers, the graphics. It's all made for you. Please don't recreate the wheel. Who knows what our taste test is in the United States this month?
Shepherd's pie.
Fantastic. You got it. And we'll find out the next taste test on the 15th or so of the month. And you guys will be able to pre-order 1 set so you can start cooking it and teasing it to your customers. And then we will be able to order it, obviously, when April hits. That's awesome. Who can tell me what the vault list is? Or why do we have a vault list? What's happening here in the United States and in Canada? What's going to be happening?
New catalog is coming out.
Yeah, when's it coming out?
May 1st.
So what's the vault list, and what are these sales and things?
The vault list is just stuff they're retiring from the catalog, and they're not going to carry it any longer. So they're doing some stuff to get rid of stuff quickly, and then just adding new stuff in May. So
awesome job. Yeah, so there's some things that are going away forever. There's some seasonal items, and then there's some things that, yeah, they call vault because it might come back. It might make a guest appearance at some point. So stock up now. If you haven't shared that with your customers, again, go in the back office, find those documents, or reach out to your upline leader and go make sure you share it, because it's additional sales. Just if your customer happens to be interested in the buffalo wing, they might just stock up on it because why not? It's going away for the season, right? So that's a really good extra sales tool. Some of us, 4th announcement here, thank you, Amanda. Some of us got a 20% off offer this month to share that with people who are interested in the business opportunity this month. Who in this team has a 20% off discount to anybody new? Alicia, you share. No, Alicia, I want you to share unmute yourself. Look at Alicia's face. She's really excited I called on her. Alicia, you were too quick to raise your hand and be excited to volunteer. Why do you get 20% off to offer to newbies, and who else can offer it?
I added a team member.
Yes.
She also gets to offer it as well.
Yes. So anybody that joined new in February, if you signed up in February, or anybody that recruited anybody in February, you all get to offer 20% off to anybody that joins you. So this month, I've already had 2 people join me, and it automatically in the back office gives them the 20% discount. Why won't I be sharing that on my public social media wall very much? And why won't I be talking about that like in our Discover Epic Living group? Who knows? Because not everybody has it. It's a perk that you got to earn, and I'm super proud of it. So I'm sharing it in my recipe club, and I'm talking to customers about it, but you won't see me talk about it very much on like Discover Epic Living, because I would never want somebody that maybe is thinking about joining. I don't even know. Katie's brand new, so she has it, but let's just say Katie Stungy didn't have that ability this month. I wouldn't want them to not want to join her because of that. So I'm going to be using it to grow my business, and I want all of you to use it to grow your business if you have it. But if you don't have it, don't be discouraged. Discover Epic Living, 3-way calls like normal. All of the tools are there to help you sponsor. Does that sound good to everybody? I just wanted to make sure I covered that. Any questions about that? Okay, it was a fun perk, right? Sponsor somebody in February, earn a discount for future sponsors, or be new and join. Was someone going to ask a question? Sorry, I think I interrupted someone. Okay, out of those first 4 announcements, hostess specials, taste test, the vault list / discontinuing things, or the recruiting special, I want to take 5 minutes quick, and I want you guys to throw out some ideas. What are some ideas to make the most of these things this month? Who's using the omelet maker or the tortilla press to build up April? Who's doing something cool with any of those things we have going on to grow their business this month?
I've really been liking the omelet maker, so just using it with my family, showing how quick and easy it is to make, how the different kinds that you can make, and then doing lives and posting them.
Yeah, because it's not too late to book a class, and it's not too late to do online classes, right? I'm trying to book an online class still for the end of the month, and using the omelet maker for that exact reason. I love it, Jamie. Thank you. Who else? Anyone else?
Definitely, like Jamie said, you know, like we love the product, so I'm just posting everything I can about those and sharing with people that if they host a party with me, that they can get that for
I love it.
price. So,
Yeah. I love it. I think the omelet maker is great. I think the tortilla press, who's excited that it's just something kind of random? It's like a piece of cookware that somebody just might want to have. And for $6.50, right, or something super cheap, make sure you show those off, you guys. That might not be the only reason they host, but that might be the final reason they host. Like it might be enough for them to pull the trigger and say, okay. And don't forget to show off the regular hostess chart as well and the half prices we have. Everybody knows about those. And if you're in your fast start, don't forget that in month 1, you have $40 vouchers you can give to people. And the rest of us, we have $20 vouchers to play with. Book a class, off a class, and register it in the back office as a future booking, and you have $20 extra. So between all of those ideas, don't you guys think that's a lot of reason to host when shared? Again, not maybe all at one time, because that would be a very long-winded post about all the things that would be a good reason to host, but simplified, right? Anything else that you guys are doing special with any of those things? Okay, let's talk about really quick what's going to happen in April. So April is going to have a list of things after we do season launch. Raise your hand if you've seen that on April 16th in Wisconsin, we have Buck coming for season launch. Okay, and then raise your hand, put your hands down, if you know that no matter where you live in the United States, you're going to have options. You're going to either be able to tune in via Zoom and watch Buck, and also attend a live season launch with your leader, or at least tune in and watch Buck and do a call with me and make sure you know what's going on. Does that make sense to everybody? So season launch is going to be April 15th or 16th through the 20th or so. And then does anybody know what's going to happen after that? What big announcement we're going to get right after season launch? You're going to be able to pre-order catalogs and pre-order some products as well. But it's really important. I don't tell you that tonight so that you stop working in March and everybody sits on their hands for the next 30 days and waits for Buck to come to Wisconsin, and you think that he's just going to poop magic pixie dust and make your business awesome. Okay. I want you to realize that I want you working now because I want your business to be where you want it to be in a couple of months. But I also am not the kind of leader that wants to hide anything or leave you wondering. I want you to have a clear picture. We have an amazing catalog right now and a list of products that are going away, amazing hostess special this month, and amazing stuff coming in April. I want you to rock both. I want you to tune into season launches, and then I want us to blow it out of the water at the end of April and into May, because everyone, you guys, I get goosebumps. When you see this catalog, you are going to freak out. It looks nothing like a current book. It's almost double the product count, and it's going to be incredible. I promise you. So, and then we're going to get a new catalog every 4 months. We're going to have 3 new catalogs a year. So things are going to be really quick and snappy, always excitement coming, always new stuff coming down the pipeline. This was just the launch season. So does everybody got that? I don't want to spend too much time because season launch is going to be amazing. Get to a season launch. I don't care where you live, find a season launch or reach out to me if you can't find one. Like if you're not sure which one you should attend, and we'll help you get partnered up, but you're going to want to get to a season launch, try the new products, see the stuff, get a catalog. If you attend a season launch, you're going to get to take home a catalog with you. All the things. Okay. Any immediate questions that you can't ask your upline leader about that you need answered right now? Okay. You guys are amazing women and super smart. Okay. So take advantage of season launch. Last thing, make a note on your planners right now. Everybody write this down. 5/1, May 1st to 5/10. I am going to give you a pretty serious Instagram/Facebook challenge. Now it must be pretty big with a pretty big prize if I'm telling you about it now. Okay. So if you just make a note, you're going to want to know this. May 1st through the 10th, you're going to have time to prep. And then the 11th through the 21st, basically, you're going to have a challenge. And I'm going to give away like a Michael Kors travel bag, like big name brand prizes. It's a really big challenge. And yes, it runs over while some of us are in Mexico. That's the point. I always do something fun. If you're new to my organization, I always do something fun for all of you that didn't earn this trip this year, but are going to be on the trip next year. So we're going to do a fun challenge. Make a note of this. It's important enough that I wanted to mention it tonight because it's something I worked really hard on, and I think you're going to love it. It's going to teach you to be more consistent like Rachel on social media, but not just in your recipe club. I want you to get that down now. This is not hard. Make dinner, post in your recipe club. Make dinner, post in your recipe club. Drink a shake, post in your recipe club. Use the omelet maker, post in your recipe club. That's not tricky, right? The hard part is most of you are afraid to be pushy or salesy, so you don't want to ever mention your business on your main wall, and you don't know how to use Instagram. That's the number one thing I hear. I don't know how to use Instagram, and I hate posting on my main wall because I feel icky. So this challenge is going to help you become attractive to people and attract your clientele in by using the different social media platforms. It costs you $0 and it gives you different videos and it just gives you a how-to. It's not perfect. It's what I've learned over the last few years, but it's better than nothing, I hope you feel. And I just want to get you excited about it. Okay? Any questions on that? So you'll have the 1st through the 10th to kind of prep yourself. Make sure you have Instagram, all the things. There's like 4 or 5 training videos to prep you. And then the challenge will be a daily thing you have to do. And in order to win the big prize at the end and some of the smaller prizes, you have to be doing the challenge every day. Consistency, like Rachel Crofts, like Jamie, like all the people that shared, Amanda, all the people that shared tonight. So, okay, quickly training topic. I'm not doing too bad. My goal was 5 more minutes and then the call to action. 2 things tonight. I want you to write down. These are my 2 things I'm going to talk about. Your story and the power of it, and the cooking class model. I'm going to start with the cooking class model. How many of you saw the awesome series of training that the leadership team did while I was in Mexico, end of February into March? Raise your hand if you saw it. It was a series of how-tos to use the cooking class and book, how to host as coach, how to run the class, and how to do follow-up afterwards so that you get the best bang for your buck. If you haven't seen that, I haven't drawn the prizes yet. Do you know why? I wanted to give you a couple more days to go take a look if you haven't seen it. It's a really powerful training because we know, you guys, the cooking class model is the door. It's the pathway to success here. And whether you want to do your business online or need to, or whether you're doing it live, whatever you're doing, a cooking class is still a cooking class. You want to get a hostess who's pumped. You want to have her gather her friends and family. You want to leverage that and have her working on outside orders, helping you figure out which of her friends would be the next best hostesses. And maybe she's even interested in the business. The cooking class is the way to make your business easier. And as you heard Rachel say, and many others, when you get really good at it and you book your next classes at your classes, the business is less work. It's just simpler. It's easier because you're not chasing down those parties. So I'm going to give you some words today. I'm actually going to read you a couple now while we're on this call, but then I'm going to share these words as well. But what I want you to realize is right now we're in a powerful season. We're finishing off a catalog, as we were talking. I'd be logging into my email here. We're finishing off a catalog, and then come May 1st, you're going to want to have your calendar full for this new book. So let me read you something really quick. And then I want you to be able to take this and use it how you wish. But many of you said you'd take your magic wand and you would add more classes to your March, and you would obviously keep your calendar full at that point. These are some words for you. So before season launch, before the new book, hi, Susie. I'm so excited to reach out to you and share that we are nearing the end of our catalog season with Epicure. And I have just 2 dates left, and you can put March in here, you can put April, you can fill this in how you want before the new catalog launches. I'm offering a fun little bonus to my last winter 2020 season hostesses. Would you be open to checking out these dates and seeing if one of them might work for a fun girls' night in, where we cook, we eat, we maybe even drink some wine, and we talk Epicure for 1 to 2 hours. You will earn freebies, we'll have a blast, and your friends and family will thank you. I promise to make it easy. I know how busy you are, but this would be the best. What are your thoughts? Thanks for your reply. Love, Kayla. Feel how natural that feels and how easy it is to ask. You're going to send that out to people that you have on your list or people you're checking back with, and then you're going to follow back up with them, you guys, in 1 to 2 days and ask them if they saw your message or if they had a chance to look at it and consider. Because a lot of times, this is exactly what Rachel was talking about. We send out a bunch of messages to people that could be amazing hostesses. They check that message right as their 8th grader is jumping in the car, excited to tell mom about the spelling test they passed, or right as it's bedtime and there's a wailing baby, right? And it's not going well. And they forget to come back to you. It's your job. It's your job as the consultant to keep Epicure number 1. They're not thinking about Epicure all the time. So you're going to send out messages, and then you're going to make sure within a day or 2 you circle back to those people, and we can help you with those words too if you need them. The other one you can start working on, and I tell people that this is kind of, you're going to work your bookings both ways. Here's March and April that you want to fill, but you also don't want to walk into conference season or season launch without your May already booked. So here's a message you can also be working on simultaneously to all the people who have already hosted for you, or all the people you think are going to geek out over new product and a new book. Maybe your best customers that haven't yet hosted, this is going to be the message for them. Hey, Susie, I'm so excited to be reaching out to you with tons of new cookware and meal solutions, as well as new meal plans that Epicure's launching. I know you are super busy, and then mention something you know about her. With your super successful career, with your growing family, with your kids' busy sports schedules, relate to her. You know something about her. You wouldn't be reaching out to her. But I know how much our meal solutions and cookware can help people. And I bet your friends and family would thank you for inviting them to check out Epicure and see a cooking class. Would you be open to checking out some new May dates when our new catalog launches as of 5/1? And to help, sorry, I'm looking up at you guys trying to make eye contact and read at the same time, and helping me launch the new catalog. You would be one of the first to see the new and expanded product line, share it with others, and get our new hostess specials. Quick and easy girls night, and you earn free. What do you think? Thanks for the reply. I never throw dates at them. I never throw party links at people when I first message. Again, if I didn't hear back, I'd message her again in a day or two. But if I do hear back, I'm going to send her my open dates right away, and same strategy replies, 1 or 2 days, and then checking back. Why is this so important? People's response diminishes and their excitement diminishes by 72 hours after you first ask them. So it's so important to circle back right away. Okay. This is key. And also I'm giving you example words, but you can modify them. You can make them yours. I just want you to see how simple it can be to get cooking classes on your books and then continue that cycle like many of us have talked about on this call tonight. So is this helpful? Yes or no? Shake some heads so I can see. And what questions do you have, or what else could I give you? Again, I'm going to give you these exact scripts with the recording tonight in the team page before I go to bed. Okay, good. 24 to 48 hours, shake your head if you understand the importance of urgency. Now, let's just say Karen. Karen's a successful career woman, and let's say she's going camping is a stupid thing. I can't believe that was going to come up because it's winter where Karen lives. Okay, let's pretend Karen's going camping, and she sends these messages on Thursday. Does she have to, like, on her camping trip, find Wi-Fi somewhere and send them, a follow-up on Saturday? No, but then she might want to say in the message, I'm going to check back with you Monday if I haven't heard back. My family's heading out of town, but I was really pumped to get this information to you. Let me know your thoughts, and otherwise I'll check back Monday. I set the expectation that this is my business and I'm going to check back at some point. So if it makes you feel more comfortable to shorten up that message somewhere else and add a sentence at the end about when you're going to check back, hell yeah, do that. That's perfect. If you just know you're good about it and you're going to check in the next day or two, make your list, like Rachel said, of who you all asked, and then circle back to those people. Does that make sense? I just want you all to have such an amazing March, April, and May, and especially based on your magic wand answers. You all were talking about more classes and growing your business. And so this training topic tonight is just near and dear to my heart because I'm only in this seat as your executive director because I keep a full calendar. And that breeze, you guys, September was crazy. I was running like a chicken with my head cut off because I knew there were going to be some months here this year where I'm doing a lot of travel. But it doesn't mean that I let my personal business go or that I don't do the reaches or that I don't rock my cooking classes I have. I want all of you to have a full calendar like my next couple months looks, like Rachel's probably does, like many of the leaders on this call. Sarah McClenathan always keeps a huge, a full calendar. So, okay, so that's number one. Second thing, really quick, your story. I'm going to take 2 minutes and tell you about this. I've been watching a lot of people lately, just in business in general, some of my friends who do different things. And one thing I note is the people who attract the most response, who get the most engagement on social media, and who I think are thriving in their careers the most are people who have some kind of story. And it's not that they made it up. It's not a fictional story. This is not a magic wand moment. This is a real moment. Sonia, I'm going to take Sonia. She loves helping people eat good food. She's talented in the kitchen. She's just really good at loving and serving people. And you heard some of her team rave about their mentorship that they get from her. Her story is that this is like what matters to her. She loves her career. Of course, she loves her husband and her family. They're first and foremost. This is something, though, that is also important enough that she always makes the time for it. So when I think about Sonia's story and I see her in her Instagram story, she was showing that she made a bunch of frozen pizzas for their family and like stocked up. Those are not like crappy $4 pizzas at the grocery store or $20 or $30 takeout filled with extra sugars and salt. These are healthy things, right? And you might be going, yeah, so what? Somebody saw that tonight and somebody's going to eventually reach out to her because she makes that so normal. Her story is just everyday mom, busy with my career, and I still can do Epicure. And I love helping people and I love cooking. And here's simple recipes. It's believable. Kendi lives on a ranch. Okay. She is like literally like rocking a baby and changing a diaper in the back of the truck as like a cow's being born a cow, I think, right? Yeah, cows being born right in front of her, and like all these crazy things. Like they'll be out like butchering animals, and their kids are all just like playing in a playpen next to it. And that might sound like that might not be your cup of tea, but here's the thing: it's so real to the people that Kendi has following her. Like you feel like you're in her story, and you realize when you follow her posts enough that she owns an at-home business, and she doesn't have to throw Epicure out there every 24 seconds, but she eats good, she takes care of herself, she reads the Bible every day, and studies what's important to her and her family. And I want you to hear her story totally engages me. She's in my team, and I still go follow her, which those of you that know, I have hundreds of people that I watch, all of you on a regular basis, plus many more people I love to follow and I learn from. And I'm picky and choosy about who I follow. Kendi's story totally engages me. It's unique. It's interesting. Obviously, Sonia's is too, or I wouldn't know she made those pizzas today. Tell your story. Don't post the frickin' business kid flyer on your main Facebook wall. No one gives two shits what comes in the business flyer. I just want to say that really quick. Nobody cares, okay? Unless they're like actually talking to you about the business already, then they want to know what they're going to get for their price, okay? Maybe not even. Some people don't even care then. But whatever you do, please do not post like just the specials flyer on your social media and think that that's going to be enough to engross people or the kind of people you want. P.S. I love that kid that's jumping in the background right now that I think is getting yelled at. That's my favorite kid of this call, just so everybody knows. I loved the baby too, Jackie, but the baby just got beat out by this little guy right here. But I really want you, like, that's a part of your story right there. Let's talk about this quick. This is an important topic. Kids matter. They're your everything. We know that as moms, right? And as fellow women. How do you work your kids into the business? Do they help you sticker catalogs? Do you put them in front of Blue's Clues with a bag of marshmallows for an hour so you can do your damn calls? There's no guilt in that, people. But people need to see that that's how you get it done. I don't think Blue's Clues is even a thing anymore, but that's once an example I heard in direct sales. Someone very successful actually in our company now. She is a global director. She, when her kids were little, would give them Blue's Clues and a bag of marshmallows some days so she could make her 10 reaches for the day. Guys, that is what you have to do sometimes. And why am I saying that right now? That's your real story. That is your real story. So that is funny. You don't have to say, join my business because you can do this too. Look I just give my kid a bag of marshmallows. But you can take a picture and say, sometimes building a business at home looks like this. If we can do it, you can do it too. Karen's might be in a long commute from work. I'm making this up again. I don't know that she even commutes. But Karen's might be that in a long commute from work. She's in the, okay, I have no idea. I'm totally, Karen's like, why are you picking on me? She might be like literally dead stopped in traffic, building her business on her lap. I've had teammates literally doing a conference call with me, like, because they're not moving on like a huge freeway and they're just stuck in traffic. Like, that's what people want to see. How are you doing this? Why do you love it? What does this do for your family? What does this do for you as a woman? They don't always care what's in the business kit or how much they're going to get in free hostess rewards or how much money they're going to make right off the bat. Because let me ask you a question. Did any of you think you were actually going to make real money when you first joined? Very few. Maybe a little. Karen's like, okay, I didn't think that I was going to get ripped off because Laura's cool and she wouldn't have lied to me. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, that's true. But I mean, did any of you, okay, let me answer my own question. When I joined for a discount on freezer meal workshop kits, I never thought in a million years I would ever earn $1,000 paycheck or $2,000 paycheck or $3,000 paycheck. I didn't think I'd live in this house. I just couldn't think past 900 West Brown Street was my old address. 900 square feet, tiny house. We didn't have a ton of debt, but we still had some. Now, I just can't tell you guys the freedom to take my son every year on a trip to Mexico. People want to know what this can be. So your story is powerful, whatever it is. Whether you work full-time or you don't, have kids, don't, single, married, tell your story and make it engaging and not salesy. Again, no flyers, no icky, like join me, but talk about what you're doing here. Why are you proud of it? Show off the company, show off your business. Again, we're going to focus on this in the coming months as well, even more. But I just think some of you are missing your opportunity because you're afraid or you only share your food in your recipe club. And P.S., keep doing that. But make sure you're using your story as well on your social media platforms. Does that help all of you as a reminder? Yes. Okay. I get the best feedback from my own followers when I share just personal things that we're going through, whatever it is, highs and lows, right? Vacation is awesome, but we also go through hard times. And I have the most messages and comments and like one-on-one connection with people relating to me. And not because I want to sell them on Epicure. That's just how you form relationships and grow people who trust you. And then if Epicure is good for them, awesome. And if it's not, let's talk about swimsuits on Amazon or formal dresses or Macaulay's little preschool activities he's doing. Like, it doesn't matter. So use your story. Okay. So use your story, fill your calendar with cooking classes. I'm going to give you the words with this recording, and basically get so excited about what's coming in the next couple of months. It is going to be so exciting. Raise your hand if you're coming to conference, because we leave for conference very, very soon. Oh my gosh, look at all these hands. We're going to have the best time ever. Stay tuned for some information from your leadership team. We have something very fun planned for you Wednesday night, which is team night at conference. And then we have the gala Thursday night, but watch for an email coming soon, this week probably, or at latest next week. Okay, call to action. Are you ready? Number 1, revisit your magic wand goal. Even if it feels like it's so far away after we get off this call, go to bed dreaming about what it could be like and work your plan like Jamie does around her full-time job, like Sarah Jessic does without a voice, like all these mamas who have their littles on these calls, Rachel Crofts in her closet. I mean, this is how you get it done, friends. You take your magic wand goal and you put it front and center and you work a plan. If you don't have a plan, reach out to your upline leader, okay? Number 2, rock your classes that you have on your books and use the words I'm going to give you to book some more. Fill those books now so that you can really go out with a bang here with this catalog. If you're still in Fast Start, rock Fast Start, and whatever it is, just kind of finish out this season, if you will, our official launch, super strong. And remember, we might be in the next incentive period right now, not just for the trip, but likely for the next conference and all of the awards and things. You guys are here at an amazing time because something tells me March just won't be null and void. I'm guessing it's going to be a part of the next incentive period. So make note of that. Number 3, add something extra this month with the omelet maker and a brunch class maybe. I shared a brunch idea in the team page late last week, so go look for that. Or maybe you do a shepherd's pie cooking class at your house. Add something extra this month yet, whether it's online like I'm trying to add or whether it's live. I know all of you, I can challenge you all. It is only the 8th of the month and we have so much time left. Okay, so add something yet this month. Also, number 4, open your own link and make sure every couple recipes you're sharing in your group, you share your own party link. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Your party link is how every month you can earn free hostess rewards for your family. I want to get all the mac and cheese and all the marinara I can freaking get for free, and the protein shake, because believe it or not, I actually have become a huge fan. I drink it every single day and I actually like it. So who was around the very first time I tried it and heard all the swear words I had to say? Sonia was around, Mary, look at them. I hated that thing, okay? I thought it was the grossest shake I've ever had in my life, but that was just because I didn't know what I was missing yet and I didn't know how to make it. So if anyone needs a little help, you can send me a PM about that. Okay, so number 4, open up your own link, share it a couple times, probably a couple times a week. Not too much, but you want to be sharing your open link. And a trick that I learned from Jenna Johns is make sure it's pinned at the top of your club in your private VIP groups. Pin your open link for the month so people know how to shop. Maybe this month you have the vault list and the specials pinned up there. And other months, maybe you have like the hostess special that month, but pin a picture, something that they'll get excited about, and always have your open link for the month so people can shop. Does that make sense to everybody? Number 4, have a link. Okay. Number 5, this is the end. Have fun using your story, you guys. Don't forget about why you're here, why you love it. Jamie works full time and she's still on these calls late at Sunday night. Karen wants to kill me because she's on the East Coast. And she's like, can you please talk any faster, please, so we can get off this call? Clara, same thing. I know she's going to be up tomorrow morning on the Zoom line with us at 5:30 Central, which all of you are invited to join us any day. I shared that link tonight in the post earlier, but we're on every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But use your story, people. Clara, that's a good one for you. When you get up in the morning, take a picture of us on Zoom working and show that on your main wall and show that this is a community, this is a tribe, and that might be what Clara's here for, or to pay for her daughter's dance or college or whatever it is. Shelly, you work full-time as well and you're a leader, so make sure you're showing that off, that you had a drug sales company you once loved and they closed their doors. Shelly has a crazy story if you ever want to hear a crazy story. And then she joined Wild Tree and they closed their doors too. So she's really hoping that that is not a repeat trend here with Epicure, but she's now a rock star leader growing an awesome team. Do people get that? Do people know that? Like, make sure you think about your story and what you're showing. That's my fifth tip for you. And with that, I guarantee you your April and May are going to set up even stronger because you're going to attract the kind of people you want. How many of you here have heard of attraction marketing before? It's what we all want to do. Attraction marketing. Okay, Jackie said no. Thank you for being honest, Jackie, because I can't help if I don't know. Attraction marketing is where instead of you always going out and looking for your business, think of like a door-to-door salesman, which yes, there's no shame in that game. Like I think door-to-door salesmen, they sell some really awesome stuff, but that's a hard job. You knock on a lot of doors and a lot of people ignore you or basically hide. Okay, how many of you have ever hid, like if Jehovah's Witness or something has come to your door? Okay, thank you. I know I'm not the only one. Like literally I will like make Macaulay lay on the ground with me and be like, we're not home. Don't bark. Okay. But like why I say that is attraction marketing is the opposite. It's almost like you standing at the end of your driveway and you waving your hands like crazy, inviting that person to come to your house next. And that sounds crazy, but you guys, I have bought several things from several people, including the Schwann's man, that I waved that man down like a lunatic because they have the best chicken breasts ever. If you want the best chicken, they have the best chicken. And I do Epicure and I need something to season my stuff with, like, right? Like I need meat. So you want that. You want to have such a good reputation. Your chicken is so good that people are going to wave you down at the end of their driveway to buy it. All of you, Sonia would have totally sold me tonight on whatever she used for those pizzas. It was that like awesome to me that I'm still talking about it now. Kendi would make me want to own a ranch if I had even a little bit of rancher in my blood. I don't. But my point is, what's your story and how are you attracting people to you versus always feeling like you're chasing down somebody. And then that gives you that icky feeling like, oh, I don't know. Am I being salesy? You're not, but you're going to be even more excited when the attraction starts happening for you. So those are my closing thoughts. I'm going to end the recording and then I'd love if anybody has questions, if you can stay. If you can't stay, thank you everybody so much for getting on. I hope that you don't mind that it gets a little late one time a month. I feel so guilty, but I want to make sure that we're getting together and connecting. So thank you to all of our testimonies who got on. Thank you to everybody for being here and congratulations on a killer February. I'm so proud of all of you.